Hey there everybody, Johnny T here. Today we're going to replace the battery in this watch, see if we can't get it running. Don't know how this is going to go. Timexes are kind of finicky little watch. So it's pretty cool. 100 meters water resistance. I think this is an older Timex, maybe from the 90s. It says Philippines TAB on the back. I'm sure that might be a date code of some kind. It's got 4 screws, 1 in each corner, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take the case back off and see if we can't get a battery in this and have it taken away again. That'd be very nice if it did. So let's get to it. These are coming out pretty well. I don't think there's any kind of gunk or corrosion. I think the case itself is made out of plastic, so nothing to worry about there. Alright. Let's take a look and see what we got. Wow. Big old CR 2016 battery. We do have a spacer for the movement. This, I don't see any corrosion, so I'm starting to think maybe we've got a good watch going on here, a repairable watch. So let's get the battery out. So spring tension is on this side. I like to go against that spring tension side, and it popped right out. Not seeing any corrosion. All the internals still look pretty good. It's got some information in there that I cannot read. I need to get a magnifying glass at some point. But yeah, that all looks pretty good to me. Let's get a new 2016 in here and see if that fixes the problem. The problem of it running, that is. I don't know the last time this has had a battery in it. It's probably been over a decade, if not longer. Okay, got a new CR 2016 here. Going to get my glove on. See if we can't press this in. You want to go probably in this direction. I think that went in pretty well. Well, what do we think? We think it's running? Maybe. Let's find out. Beautiful. Yeah, buddy. That is a running watch. It's a little dirty. Needs to be cleaned. I don't know if this is the original strap or not. Might be. But yeah, I don't think this has into glow. I don't see any indication of that. But it is a very cool looking dive watch. This is a bi-directional bezel, friction bezel. Beautiful. And this loom. It does have loom. The loom is not bad. It's not strong, but it's definitely not bad. Yeah, a lot of watch. What is a watch like this worth? I don't know. Doesn't have a gasket, does it? We didn't look at the back of this, did we? It does. No piezo element, so it's not going to beep at us, which is fine. Let's see if we can get this gasket back in the watch in one piece. This gasket still has its elasticity, it's still rubbery, it's still flexible. I think it's fine. I think we could probably put this back in and it'll be okay. It seems to want to go back just fine. This is a watch with 100 meters water resistance, which is pretty nice. Let's get my blower, if I can find it. I think it's in this bin. Yep, there it is. Just gonna blow this out really quick, just for good measure. I should always be doing that. I do have a dried up alcohol wipe that I'm going to just kind of clean up some of this gunk with in the inside of the watch. Doesn't hit the gasket. This is outside the gasket technically, so not a big problem there, but I do just want to clean it up a little bit. I think that's okay. Blow it out again because I just moved debris everywhere. And now we can go ahead and, so there's no indication of how this goes on, but I believe we want it to line up with the watch face, so you want Timex to read Timex going both ways. So I'll go ahead and reinstall this. Gasket is in place. It fits in quite nicely. Don't see any problem there. So far so good. There's one thing we got to test on this watch before we call this a repair or fix or whatever you want to call it. I like calling it a repair because I don't know, it wasn't working and now it is. I think that's a repair, isn't it? Okay. Let's get these screws back in. Screw them down snug for now. And then I'll go back and tighten them. This is just how I like to do it. I'm sure there's a right and a wrong way to do this, and I think what you want to do is go across, snug them down, tighten them down, I mean, and I think we're good. Should have that 100 meters water resistance, don't see why not. It is still running. Does the date change though? So the hands are moving, the hands are aligned, so you always want to double check. This is 2 o'clock, and the hours hand is lining up, the minutes hand is lining up, so I think that's fine. This is kind of a military style watch. It does have the 24-hour indications here to 13 through 23, and then the primary indices are dive based, which is pretty cool. It's got loom. Oh, there is some gunk. There is some gunk here that I think I'm gonna get off with my tweezer. We can see it here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Whoa. Well, this watch does need some cleaning, which I will do if I time it for a month and it runs well. So it didn't change there. Let's do another revolution. See if we can't get this to change the date. I'm hoping it does, because it's not a working watch if the date does not change at 12 o'clock like it's supposed to. Some watches can be off a bit, but it would be nice if this one changed at 12. That's the expectation. It's not changing. Now I'm starting to get concerned. Let's try one more revolution. Yeah, it's not changing. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know if this is a fully functional watch. Does the quick change work, I wonder? Okay, quick change works. Maybe if I go through it, get back to 12-ish. Okay, is it going to change for me now? Or do some of these watches just not work that way? I don't know. This is... Somebody must have broken it somehow or something. I don't know. Come on, change, change, change. It's not changing. Okay, well, I got my hopes up really high. That's how these Timexes usually are. They don't like to work for whatever reason. Um, hmm. Well, if anybody has any ideas of what the problem is with this, let me know. I have other watches that I gotta get to. I will let this run for a month and see if it keeps time at least. Maybe somebody would still want it even though the date doesn't change. I don't know. But the value of it is definitely decreased pretty severely because of that issue. And can't remember what I paid for this. Probably, I don't know about too much. I try not to pay too much for my watches if I don't know what state they're in, for this exact reason, obviously. But Alright, well, I guess I'll let it run and then hope for the best, but I highly doubt this is going to change at midnight. I don't even know if it's an AM or PM right now. So it's going to be kind of tricky to get this, if it does end up changing on its own at midnight, to figure out where to go from there, I guess. But I'll keep an eye on it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. This was interesting to you, like and subscribe if you like the watch. Maybe, yeah, do me a solid there. But yeah, thank you very much, and have a good day. So I almost forgot about dimensions. We've got, so this is a good sized watch. It's 39mm case size. It's 46mm lug to lug. Lug width is 20mm, and the thickness of the case is 10. I don't know if this is the original band, but yeah, made in Hong Kong. Anyways, I almost forgot to do a dimension. Sorry about that, everyone. Alright, take it easy.